Students, it's a continuation of the previous video. So what happened? The peddler, he said to his wife, what did he say? I must go to London and stand on the bridge, otherwise I will have no peace. So he confirmedly said to his wife, I should go to London. The peddler packed a few things, food and some money. So if you want to go to some other place, it's a usual thing, isn't it? You pack your clothes, money and everything, and few things, and just if it's a long journey, you want to have something to eat. So he will pack some food things also. He walked all the way and reached the London Bridge. So at last he walked all the way and he reached, where did he reach? He reached to the London Bridge. The London Bridge was a busy place. It was not a quiet place. It was very, very busy. Busy means some market people will be there and shops will be there, houses will be there, everything will be there. It's very, very busy. There were houses and shops on either side. Either side means this side and that side, both the sides. That is called as either sides. What were there in the London Bridge? There were houses and shops also on either side. Every day the peddler stood on the bridge. So immediately he remembered what was his dream actually. So he used to go stand on the bridge. Every day the peddler stood on the bridge. But no one spoke to him or gave him good news. So he was just standing there. He never received any good news. Nobody spoke to him also. Spoke means the past tense form of speak. Okay. He felt like a fool for having gone there. Then he thought, oh, I have done a foolish thing. Fool means muttala, I have become a fool. I shouldn't have believed all those things. He felt like a fool for having gone there. Still he waited with hope. Even then he had some small hope. Let me wait and see what will happen. He had small little bit of hopes also. One day he had no food or money left. So what happened? He was standing there. Every day he went stood there. It was going on day by day, day by day, day by day. But he spent all his money also. He was not having any money or any food also. One day he had no food or money left. He decided to return home. So what happened? Okay, it's no use now. Every day going and standing on that London Bridge, no use. Let me go home. Back to, where was his home? His home was in Norfolk in England. Okay, Norfolk. He decided to return home. Just then a shopkeeper came out of his shop. So what happened? He finally decided, let me go home. No use. So when he decided, just then one shopkeeper was there, came out of his shop. He came out of his shop. Please tell me something, the shopkeeper enquired. Enquired means just asked some information, asking just some information. For example, you will come to a school for admissions. So the people over there, they enquire about your address, mobile number. They will have some conversation, isn't it, to your parents. That is called as enquiring. Enquiring means asking some information. Please tell me something, the shopkeeper enquired. Here the enquired word is been highlighted. You have the meaning also here. Same thing for persistent. The last video I told, no, persistent means continued. Enquired means asked for some information. I have seen you here for so many days. You do not buy or sell anything. Why do you stand here? So here's a question mark. So when there is a question mark in the sentence, while reading the textbook, you have to modulate your voice. You have to change your voice. Please tell me something, the shopkeeper inquired. I have seen you here for so many days. Since so many days I am seeing you. You didn't buy anything. You didn't sell anything. What are you doing here? Why do you stand here? That was the thing asked by the shopkeeper. The peddler told him about his dream. So the peddler told to the shopkeeper everything. He started to explain to whom? To the shopkeeper about the dream. The man started laughing. Why did he laugh? Is it possible whatever it is coming in the dream, it will become real? No. So the shopkeeper started to laugh. Never believe dreams. So what did he say? Don't believe. Believe means nambabeda. Never believe in dreams. He said, I too keep having a dream. So the shopkeeper said, even I also have so many dreams. The voice in the dream insists that I must go to a place called Norfolk. I must find a peddler's house there. So the shopkeeper said, the shopkeeper who is in London, he is telling that even I also had a dream. What kind of a dream? The same voice telling me, you go to Norfolk. You go to Norfolk and then you have to go to the peddler's house. Peddler means you, nothing but the person who is moving from place to place selling the small things. The voice in the dream insist. Insist means says firmly, strictly. Insist means you have to go there. That is called as insist. Even that is also highlighted here. Says firmly. Khadakhanditavagi they tell in Kannada. Okay. So the voice also was telling like that. Insist that I must go to a place called Norfolk. I must find a peddler's house there. So I should go to Norfolk and find a peddler's house. If I dig under the oak tree in his garden, I will find treasure. So what was his dream? Whose dream? The shopkeeper's dream. Shopkeeper's dream was, the voice came and said to who? To shopkeeper. You go to Norfolk and you go to the peddler's house. Behind his house there is a big tree. Okay. It's called as an oak tree. What is the name of the tree? Oak tree. O-A-K. Oak tree. You go there, you dig the tree and you will find treasure. What do you mean by treasure? Very valuable things, usually in the form of precious metals, precious stones or money. That is called as treasure. Your last lesson, that is the golden touch, even you would have seen this word, treasure, because the King Midas was very fond of that treasure, isn't it? He was having that so much of ingots, gold packed in a big boxes and all. So that is called as a treasure. Whatever wealth they have, that is called as treasure. It is all nonsense. It is all stupid things. Don't believe in the dream. Nothing is going to happen. Even if I make the long journey to Norfolk, I am sure I will not find anything there. So who said this? The shopkeeper said, if I go to Norfolk also, nothing is going to happen. Never. So forget the dream and go home. So he said, shopkeeper said, don't believe in all these dreams. You go back to your house. On hearing this, the peddler hurried home to Norfolk. So what happened? The peddler decided, let me not believe all these things. I have to find my way to go home. Let me go reach home first. He went to his garden. He reached home. Where was his home? His home was in Norfolk in England. He reached home and he immediately went to his garden. Then he began digging under the oak tree. Digging means agyodu, okay. So what did he do? He went to his house and behind that house there was an oak tree and he started to dig there. He soon found a chest full of gold coins. So he was so happy. What happened? It was a surprise for him. What happened? Immediately after digging the place here, he got a box full of gold. Chest. Chest means large strong box. It was where the gold were kept here. Okay. Full of gold coins. He was no longer poor. Oh, then when if anybody gets this kind of gold, it is as usual they'll be becoming very rich also, isn't it? So he was no longer poor. He lived happily for the rest of his life. So he used this gold coins and everything and he lived happily. It is said that he had a statue made of himself with his pack on his back. It is also told there what it is. They have made a statue of him. Who? Peddler. Statue means pratime. Okay. Statue made of himself with his pack on his back. If you want to move from place to place, you have one bag, isn't it? You have a pack there. So that is called a pack on his back. The statue showed him walking towards the London Bridge, the place where he had heard the good news. They have made a statue as if that statue is going to the London, to the way to the London Bridge, the place where he heard the good news, where it was on the London bridge. So this is the story of the lesson called the Fortunate Peddler. What you have to do is go through the textbook, read line by line, and wherever the words have been highlighted, you write down the meanings of those things and practice to pronounce it. If you have any doubts, please contact me. I will surely clear your doubts. Okay. Hope you understood. If you can't understand the story, I will just send you a small card thing also related. I will send a small cartoon story. I think you will enjoy that and you will learn the story also. Okay. Thank you.